Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Do you want some football? Are you ready for some football? I'll be yelling a little bit louder, but my kids asleep right now. But I'm so excited, guys, out there, in here, everywhere around the world. How are you doing today? I am Call Me Nakomi, of course. And this is Call Me Nakomi World, guys. And I am so happy to be back again for another beautiful 2026 NFL season, guys. It is football season. I am so happy. This is perfect time of the year when baseball is just tapering down. We finished off with basketball, but we had football throughout the whole summertime, and everybody's, trying to figure out what's going to happen, who's going to play, who's going here, who's going there, who's getting drafted, who's getting traded, and come down to the final couple weeks of training camp, and we know what's going on. We think we know what's going on. We hope we know what's going on, guys. And we have finally arrived, guys. Let me see something. I think there's a couple of games that's actually going on right now. I'm going to have to clue in on that right quick, because I'm sure there's some games going on right now, guys. But hey, this is Call Me Nakomi World. I am here to give y'all some great football talk. And today I'm going to be talking, of course, about the Cleveland Browns football team. That's my team this year, guys. This is my team. It's been my team for a while on the low, you know what I'm saying? But I have completely, fully embraced them ever since they drafted Shedeur Sanders, guys. So, hey, y'all seen me last year. I was up here with my 12 jersey on. I done got me some paraphernalia with the dog pounds. The dog pounds is for real today. It's for real right now, guys, for real. So, I mean, hey, if you watch my shows, I've told my whole entire, Browns history of how I've been following them for a while, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I had my hometown, but Shedeur is over there. That's where I'm rooting for right now. You know what I mean? So, hey, it's been a lot that's going on. But before we get into what's going on with this week and all the games that are going on this week, please do remember, just like Clue, Gronkowski, spike that like button for me, please. I'm trying to get to 500, baby. I'm so close. I could taste it. It's like I'm on the 5-yard line for a 2-point conversion, baby. Come on, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it so already. Please do go ahead and do so. Hit that like button. Go ahead and Gronkowski, spike that like button for me, please. It's not going to take 2 seconds. Just go ahead and do it emphatically. Real quick. It's going to help my channel to get seen out there, of course. Please go ahead, throw me a 50-50 ball comment real quick. I'm going to go up there and catch it. I'm coming down with it, man. I'm big hands. I'm coming down with it. You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple. I'm gonna definitely get back to you. I love responding to comments out there. I love my viewers. You know what I mean? And trust me. You're not gonna hate to subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification button just so y'all know whenever I drop new content. So y'all know, y'all be there. Y'all know when I'm coming live. I'm gonna come live. I'm gonna be on live all throughout the season, just basically giving football content. Basketball season's right around the corner. You're not going to want to miss it. Go ahead and give me a subscribe right now, guys. It's not going to take you but 2 seconds, real quick. You know what I mean? But, of course, today we're talking about the Browns. You see the thumbnail. I'm not even going to try to spice it up like I'm trying to talk about anybody else. I could talk about anybody else out there right now. I mean, let me see who's I'm playing right now. Let me see scores. Let me see the scores. Who's playing right now? Okay, the Broncos whooped that ass on the Falcons. I'm not surprised. The Buccaneers beat the Jets. Not surprised. And the Commanders beat the Dolphins. Sorry to my boss. He's a Dolphins fan, but the Dolphins is going to be solid. It's going to be sorry. Malik Willis, that's the same dude that y'all wanted us to basically pick over Shedeur Sanders. Come on, son. We already had an old dude who does nothing but run in front of him. Why pick up a young dude who does nothing but run in front of him, who don't even have the arm that Deshaun Watson has? You wanted us to pick up him? Please. The Dolphins could have Malik Willis, plain and simple. All right? But we're going to go in and we're going to talk about a couple of things, of course. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about a couple of things, and we have gotten down into the season. The depth charts are out. And I'd say the depth charts are pretty much solidified as much as it needs to be right now. I mean, I'm gonna take it as take it as its face value for right now. You know what I'm saying? We got the depth chart right here as per ESPN. Of course, they put Deshaun Watson as of right now. I'm going to talk about the QB competition. They have Deshaun Watson as QB1, Shedeur Sanders as QB2, this is Dylan Gabriel as QB3, Taylor Green as QB4. That's our project quarterback that we got and picked up in the draft real late. You know what I mean? So we're going to keep him around for a while. So that's cool. That's cool. I feel you should always keep a high ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm not exactly sure how low the floor is, but if he could turn into something, he might turn into something. You never know when you might need him. But he ain't no Shedeur Sanders. He can't spin that ball like Shedeur Sanders can. It's gonna take him. He would have showed flashes of that ability like Shedeur did when he was very, very young. Listen, you know those dudes when they are very, very young, you know when they're gonna have that kind of arm. That kind of arm don't come out of nowhere. That kind of arm don't show up in high school. That kind of arm shows up in Pee-wee. When they basically they skinny as hell, but they could sling it back and throw that rock down 40 yards. You're like, yo, how old is that kid? 8 years old. What? All right, yo. All right, little grown stroker. You know what I'm saying? Little piper out there. Go ahead and lead the children. Go ahead and lead the children. That might be a bad reference. Pied Piper leading the children. But anyway, so but show us Shedeur Sanders bound to be the Cleveland Browns QB1. I mean, if I don't know how many other ways that I could say it. It would be franchise unaliving itself basically to get rid of Shedeur Sanders. You have the most people call it polarizing, and I don't like to call it polarizing because to me polarizing has a bad connotation to it. I'd like to say the most interesting and the and with the talent that has not been completely tapped yet player in the NFL. I mean, he is likable to most people, to the generations that you want to basically appeal to right now, not the old fogies who's out there thinking about fishing this weekend. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about touching and reaching out to the youth. Someone who basically has made that his first thing from day one, from since he was a kid, to just do community outreach and this try to speak positivity into people. You know what I mean? You want that person, a person who will won awards and set records for their football play. Not only were they a community service guy, they were a real football player throughout their entire career. You want to let go of that guy for 2 torn Achilles and the ACL and the shoulder? Come on now. You out your mind. You out your mind. Go ahead and throw your hand in. You got no spades. Throw your hand in. You got no spades. You know what I mean? So I'm going to get back to the competition in a little bit, you know what I mean? But let's see what else is on the depth chart. All right, so of course we're going to have the Quinshon Judkins coming back as QB1, as RB1. Dylan Sampson is backing him up with Raheem Sanders right behind him. I mean that's a decent enough lineup. Even though I'd like to see more out of Dylan Sampson. When Quinshon went out, I wanted to see more from Dylan Sampson. But we weren't able to. He had some quick passes out, outside to him, and he took advantage and scored a touchdown off one. And that's great that we could see his speed. But he was a 1,000+ yard runner, running back in college. I'd like to see a little bit more of that. Not saying that we're going to have lightning and thunder. Definitely that's not lightning and thunder. That's lightning and lightning. Basically, it would be awesome if we had a bruiser out there. I mean, maybe that might come in the draft next year somewhere, maybe a 4th round, 3rd round pick. That'd be good. Basically. But I want to see Quinshon come back in fully healthy. I think he's I don't know where he is. I haven't heard anybody basically give maybe a percentage on how healthy he is. I'd like to believe that he's at least somewhere around 90 from the film that I've seen of him out there I like to say he's about probably maybe say 90% full. Sometimes you need a little bit more time to completely feel comfortable in your own body after an injury that ends your season. You know what I mean? So, but I see Quinshawn this off season in training camp. He looks sharp. He looks ready to go. He looks hungry. So I'm looking forward to see Quinshawn Judkins have a great 1,000-yard rushing season, and Todd Monken's deep offense is made for tight ends and running backs. So I'm looking forward to see that happen, and looking forward to see that work. Fantasy. Anyway, getting to the wide receivers though. The wide receivers is the question mark. Actually, it ain't a question mark. We got 3 books and a possible, and that possible is a weak possible. That possible is a joke, is a jack. That possible definitely ain't no joker. That possible is if it's a spade, it's a 10. You got to catch somebody real quick and cut a book if you're going to let that 10 of spades walk, because Jerry Jeudy is definitely not a full book. Plain and simple. Casey Concepcion is a book. Denzel Boston is a book. Isaiah Bond is a book. Hell, Luke Floria is a high possible. I say Luke Floria is about a king. Is a king of king of diamonds right quick. You know what I'm saying? After I put that ace, I'm gonna go ahead and hit that king. Go ahead back to back with that spades. Give me mine. Thank you very much. You know what I mean? That's Luke Floria. I like Luke Floria out there. Even Cedric Tillman looked like he was ready to do some things out there. You know what I mean? But Jared Jeudy. I don't know if you listen. I mean, I know you last time you touched that caught that touchdown from Shedeur, you covered your ear holes basically. But I mean, I don't know if you need to listen or you need to not listen, but you need to catch the goddamn ball. That's what you need to do. I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know if somebody basically erased your children off your DVR, or somebody basically ran over your puppy in the driveway. I don't know what it is but you need to get over it and play football like you getting paid to do so. I mean, you catching the balls are hitting you right in the bullseye, and you just can't catch it. Frying pan hands. You crazy right now. You look really, really crazy right now. I personally, top 3, my wide receiver 1, 2, and 3, Boston, Concepcion, Bond. Period. You could come in on some when we going 5 deep on the wide receivers. That's when you could come in, when we got 4 deep. And I swear to God, when they put 4 deep out there and they throw to Jerry Jeudy, if you drop that ball and we had Casey Concepcion and Denzel Boston out there, and Isaiah Bond is probably out somewhere 40 yards ahead, 40 yards further than everybody else, and we decide to throw to you across the middle and you drop that ball, Monken, sit him. He is done for the season. He is done for the season. It's in his head. It's in his head. Because he's throwing to everybody else. Everybody else is out there. It's just like on not Talladega Nights. It's just like Days of Thunder. Every other hawk, every other vulture out there is able to finish on their tires. Why can't you? Everybody else is able to do it, but why can't you? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with him, but hey, it is what it is. Also, of course, my man, Harold Fanning Jr. A round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause. I mean, what can't you say about Harold Fanning Jr.? He's fast. He's shifty. He got hands for days. I mean, come on now. He'll fight for the ball. He'll come down with it and fight for the ball, fight for a couple of extra yards down the field. Man, I tell you right now, I have a keeper league, and I swore I had him on my team, and I don't know how he ended up off my team. I am calling the commissioner, and I'm making a complaint because I swore I had him, and if I had him, I don't believe that I would have ever dropped him. He would have been a keeper easy. Keeper easy. Harold Fanning. I got to do some finagling to try to get him on my team in my fantasy drafts. I'm telling you right now. Oh, by the way, fantasy football league. The Call Me Fantasy Football League, guys. I am having a fantasy football league. If I don't get enough people, I'm going to basically open it up to the public. But I want to play with my people. I have a bunch of subscribers. I would love to play with y'all. play fantasy football with you guys, please go ahead and email me at callmenakomi@gmail.com. That's callmenakomi@gmail.com. Go ahead and just look at the name of the show. You'll know exactly where to go. callmenakomi@gmail.com. Just hit me up with your Yahoo email address, and I will definitely add you. I will gladly add you to the Call Me Nakomi fantasy football league. We're gonna have a lot of fun this year. We're gonna make it fun, and I'm hope to keep it going throughout the season, guys. All right, so that's the offense right now, guys. I mean, as it says here, it's a 3 wide receiver, 1 tight end team, but that's only because I feel like they're still looking for their tight end too. Joe Royer, who we drafted, he has been missing in action for the entire season. I mean, the entire off season, basically on away for personal reasons. I hope that he comes back quick, okay. But he missed everything. He missed the installation. He missed Todd Monken's offense. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, he need to go to summer school. So I don't know if you can learn as we go. You go out there and block maybe. I mean, hey, even that basically might be a little iffy because we having some issues with our offensive line. I'm hoping the offensive line right now is going to solidify and come together as a team and move as one organism. And that's basically how we're going to do it. That's how we need y'all to move, and you need to stay healthy. So that's basically what's going on with the team as is. But of course, the main line of everybody's considering and everybody's talking about is the QB competition. I mean, hey, who hasn't been talking about it? Who hasn't been hold up. Who hasn't been talking about it from one platform, from one channel to the next? People are talking about it. People are commenting about it all over, you know what I mean? And hey, we're going to talk about it a little bit ourselves, man. We're going to talk about it a little bit ourselves. Let's listen to ESPN talk about it a little bit real quick. You know what I mean? Let's go.
I think this needs to be as organic of a competition as you could possibly make it. Like, I am not someone who believes that anyone should have the lead. You should not come into this kind of quarterback competition as a staff with any preconceived notions, not trying to favor one over the other. Look, the Browns for so long have been searching for their franchise quarterback, right? I mean, obviously Deshaun Watson was someone who they thought was going to be their franchise quarterback until things got derailed for obvious reasons. Look, I think right now, with a new coaching staff, a new regime, they need to kind of just take this day by day and let the chips fall where they may. Let the players play speak for itself. I don't care about what Deshaun Watson was on the field years ago. I don't care about the layoff. What I care about is production on the football field. And not looking forward to the 2027 draft and trying to put all your eggs in that basket and go, hey, look, we don't really need to really settle this situation out this year because we're going to address it next year. They've been trying to address it next year for years. Just play the best player and address 2027 when it comes up.
Mike muted. Like I said, I've been following the Browns. I mean, I keep trying to remember. I believe since like way before 2018. I mean, way before 2018, like easily 10 years, if not more than 10 years, I've been following the Browns. Basically, ever since, I mean, I lived in Pennsylvania, basically somewhere in between. I went to Penn State. So basically I was in between, Philly and Pittsburgh. So I'm there. I'm very, very plugged in, plus I'm from New York, so I'm very plugged into those teams, and being so close in proximity to those teams, you come across a lot of fans. Plus I went to Penn State, so I was pretty much right next to Pittsburgh. So obviously, being next to Pittsburgh, the division. You're very, very, you understand the history of the division. And then my sister's significant other basically got drafted to the Browns, and that's when I really just started following the Browns, because I'm like, let me see what kind of team he's gonna be playing with, out there basically. So Started following them then, and the whole entire time I'm just like, all right, you know what I mean? They had high draft picks because they were trash every single year. They had high draft picks, high draft picks. High, I'm just like, there's no way you can have a garbage team and have all these high draft picks. I mean, good players. Not even like they became busts. They were good players, but there was no leadership. And people kept on looking for quarterbacks to give them leadership. And they finally was able to draft Baker Mayfield. And I was like, yeah, here we go. But they still had no leadership in the coaching position. I feel that Todd Monken is finally that coach that they needed to give them the leadership, the coach, the captain to steer the ship. The one the old grizzled captain who has seen all the tricks and all the trades, and he knows exactly how to get the offense going where it is. I think the defensive coordinator that they brought in, I feel like he definitely is looking at it, and he has them clicking out there to where it's feast or famine out on that training camp field. It's feast or famine for the offense. You know what I mean? Because he has that defense ready to go. The offense, Todd Monken, I think that if everybody could get all together and, like I said, move as one organism, I feel like this offense could finally be what we always expected it to be. You know what I mean? But every single year, they're always thinking and re-up on the quarterback. And fine, you thought you had your guy in Deshaun Watson, and 2 Achilles tears and a shoulder injury and all these other situations later, you realize that no, you had to go back to the well. Fine, go back to the well. And you got lucky enough to draft Shedeur Sanders. But you owe Deshaun Watson $40 million. I think that money is money under the bridge, bro. I think I think that the owners of the Browns is not even worrying about that money no more. I mean, hey, they it's guaranteed, so it's not like he got to earn it. Earn what? Ask Allen Houston if he had to earn that money that he was taking from the Knicks. He don't got to earn it. It's guaranteed money. Contractually, I have contract between me and you that say that you owe me $40 million. Plain and simple. So Deshaun Watson, fine. If you want to, I was talking to my bosses today, or my boss this morning, and I was saying that, hey, I mean, fine. If you want to give him a chance to show that he could earn his money, fine, do that. But let's not act as though Shedeur Sanders cannot be the QB of the future. Let's not act like that. Let's not play this game. I mean, I'm still seeing people saying, "Oh, they're going to trade Shedeur Sanders if Watson starts. They're going to trade Shedeur Sanders." I'm just like, come on now, guys. Let's be. Can you just be an adult for 2 seconds and actually have a conscious, intelligent, intellectual conversation about the reality that you're seeing, rather than the reality the delusion that you're living in right now? I mean, besides the fact that you'd be giving up a guy that you're only going to be paying $500,000 a year. Are you serious? Are you serious? He made you like tens of millions of dollars just in jersey sales. Not to mention the sold out home crowd you're going to have just because of him. Nobody's selling out the home crowd to watch the defense or to watch Deshaun Watson, who they applaud and booed the last time that he was on the field. Not excusing that at all, but you know what they want to see. But they don't want to see it just because he's a name. He ain't Kim Kardashian. He is a trained machine out there and just wants to win, and everybody else sees that except for the media. So you know what? Like everybody is saying, shout out to my boy Jared Bush. Shout out to FB Tings out there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all out there holding it down every single day for real Browns fans. You can control the content that you watch. You could decide to watch me. You could decide to watch Garrett Bush and the barbershop crew. Hey, I'm going to be wearing my t-shirt. I finally got my t-shirt. I'm going to be wearing that for one of these episodes, definitely. You know what I mean? So you could watch Tings, you could watch you could watch the Club Shay Shay, you know what I mean? Don't do speakeasy. Protect your mind, protect your mental, because those kind of people, those kind of teams, those kind of shows, all they do is put out clickbait. And once they finally got you in, they talk bullshit. They want to talk cash junk, plain and simple. And they want to co-sign and say, "Oh no, I love Shedeur," but at the same time, they be like, "I think he should be traded." I'm just like, or "Oh, I think that he definitely shouldn't play." And I'm just like, "Who are you people?" Shady, I thought you was really a real dude. Shady, I thought you was a real dude, Shady McCoy, but you obviously not. Because at first you was basically all about Shedeur, but every single time, as soon as somebody, as soon as your co-host basically starts to, "Oh, what about the money? What about the money? What about the money?" You know, you're right. You know, you're right. They probably gonna what's the name? They're gonna please, 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 please. Ocho, you one of them too. You one of them too. I mean, I feel it. You just saying business. You just saying business, and I get you. I got you. But for real, can you? I mean, at least you could just say that. You know what? I'm not telling what people to think. I'm saying it. I don't care how much money Deshaun Watson's making. I want to see the Cleveland Browns win. If Deshaun Watson is the better quarterback out there, which I highly doubt, fine, put his ass out there, and then basically, if he gets hurt, when he gets hurt, go ahead. You can get Shedeur Sanders out there. But personally, if y'all go five, if y'all go two and three in the first five, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could consider that a win in Cleveland standards, but that's not a win in my standards. That's not a win in the standards of the Cleveland Brown, who's seen the last two drafts, and you have and the great players that you have here basically is the revitalization of this fan base. And hey, this is the type of revitalization of your fan base that is willing to put all their chips in on the young guy. If you go 2 and 4 in the first 6, and then you want to put Shedeur in, so he could basically just barely get y'all over the goal line of a 9 and 8 season, or a 7 and 8 season, or something like that, get you maybe 2 more wins than you got last year, it's a fail. Utter, complete fail. Period. QB competition. How's it been going, guys? How has it been going? I mean, let's see how it's been going. Let me see. Is that did Shedeur Sanders complete one more pass with 20 less passes? Is he 70% completion? Isn't that the same completion percentage that he has in and around the same completion percentage he had in college? Huh. Interesting. I'm trying to find this one clip that I wanted to get for you guys, but please do not pay attention to this stat right here. That right there is completely inflated from that. I think it was the 8th day of the camp, where they basically put Deshaun Watson and with the ones with no pads on the goal line, and he had 7 touchdowns. By then, mind you, by then he already had 6 interceptions for training camp. So that right there, fake news, absolute fake news. They basically was like, okay, we need the numbers to get up a little bit so we could justify starting him at least in the preseason. That's basically what that all was. And Dillon Gabriel, hey, he kept up with the old guy. If I had hey, I don't mind having Deshaun Watson. I feel like he should be, unfortunately, high paid, but a really good backup quarterback. He's a veteran backup quarterback. Let the young guy lead. Let the young guy learn. Let him grow into that leadership position so he could look into all those guys' faces and said that I've been here with you guys from the start and from the beginning. We are going to win this, and have the veteran there just in case something happens and he just step in for a little bit. It's been done before. It's been done plenty of times. I mean, the Red Rifle did it basically 2 years ago with Bryce Young out in Carolina. He had to step out for about 4 games while he got hurt. Let him get his mind right a little bit, and then he came back in and he got him to close to the playoffs, and then he got him to the playoffs this last past year. Why not? Why not? Deshaun Watson, this is your last hurrah. Go ahead and have that. But if you look bad in the preseason, Shedeur Sanders, this bud's for you, bro. This bud's for you. But this is what he's been looking like out here this season. Hold up. Oh. Okay, sorry. I look crazy right now, basically looking into the screen, but I'm here trying to basically file my what's name, trying to figure out where's my sound. But let me start over. All right. Shedeur Sanders in the pocket. Of course, this is with pads. Day 10. Dropped the ball first game. That first pass was a drop, but dropping back, finding his dudes. Who is that? 82. All right, fake the pass off. Okay, coming down with it. Boom. We're trying to see the name on the back. Missing it. Dropping dimes on dudes in while they running with it. Ooh, ooh, cut back. Nope. Shedeur Sanders, he throws a beautiful ball. I mean, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who is that? Who is that? Number 9. Oh, that was defense. It's all good. Come on, guys. Come on, Samson. Ooh. A little low, but got to him. Okay. Right in the chest. He's aiming. He's not putting it in your hands. He's aiming towards your chest like your chest has a bullseye. That's my boy Luke Floria. I want him to make the team. He could be a 6. He could be a number 6. I trust him more than I trust Jerry Judy. I swear to God. Ooh, okay. Tell you right now, man. Listen, this kid has been throwing footballs since he was a kid, young kid. Grew into his own body. He got to play, got to sit around veterans, Hall of Famers his entire life. He got to have the there go Concepcion. He got to have the guy, Tom Brady, be a mentor to him. I mean, and if it's anybody who I see, it's Tom Brady. He stands in the pocket. He throws a great accurate ball. And the only difference is basically he's a rookie, and Tom Brady is Tom Brady. Ooh, let me go ahead and turn that off. I mean, I don't want to get dinged. I guess I could get dinged. Oh, with the bomb, throwing the bomb. Oh, come on, bro, you got to lay out for that one. Let's go. Come on. Ooh, he's fighting, plain and simple, and they're all fighting. Ooh, last one, I'm assuming. Second to last. Bam. Right. So My man's out here throwing darts, hitting people in their hands. And at the same time, this is what we got on the other side. Deshaun Watson throwing a whole pizza out there. I don't know who he was throwing it to. I don't know what was going on, but it didn't look good. You could look at his hands. I don't know if it slipped out of his hands or whatever it was, but he's thrown several of those ugly, ugly balls. Okay, so the offense is in white because I wasn't sure who he was trying to throw it to. I need to see that one more time. Offense is in white. Who's close? I don't think it was Fanning because Fanning had to come. I guess maybe it was for Fanning, but maybe it slipped out of his hands. But he's had several of those kind of passes all summer, all camp. So I mean, it's just like, I'm not saying that he has no value. He could throw a good ball, but he can't stay in the pocket and throw a good ball. If he's on a run, he could basically sling it, or do some type of thing. But he's not going to stay in the pocket and let the play develop. His instinct is to run first, and sooner or later, that instinct is going to fail you because your body is not the young, undisturbed body that it used to be. That's what it all comes down to for me. Sooner or later, that other Achilles, ACLs, meniscus tears, groin pulls, all types of hamstrings, shoulder injuries that's kept you out for the last 5 years. I might have named some that you didn't even have, son. But all the injuries that's kept you out for the last 5 years, throw 5 more years of age on top of it. 5 years of injury, 5 years of age. Sooner or later, odds are, sooner or later it's going to fail you. And I hope it doesn't fail you to the point where basically it ends anything for you. I'm not hoping on injury, but I'm being a betting I'm not a betting person basically, but at the same time, odds are it's not going to be worth the squeeze. The juice is not going to be worth the squeeze, bro. It's not going to be worth the squeeze. So go ahead with you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to put so much energy into trying to not get sacked and trying to stay upright that you're not thinking about utilizing the offense. And the quarterback that needs to be out there is a quarterback that can utilize the offense. Why have a great offensive coordinator out there, an offensive-minded coach, if all you're going to do is run? Because that's your best ability that you have. Because the shoulders, I don't know if the shoulder's going to be there for 18 games. I don't know if the shoulder's going to be there for 4 quarters. I don't know. Who knows? Plain and simple. So, I mean, that's the question. That's the $1 million question. Is that arm going to hold up for the whole entire time? Who knows? Who knows? And while you're basically, trying not to basically throw your arm out, trying not to get sacked behind that line that's just now coming together, running out and trying to save your own life instead of basically throwing downfield where the play is trying to develop. You have your wide receivers out there. You have everybody. What's the sense of what's the sense of teaching you the entire install if you're going to chuck it in the trash can and run for your life because you're shell shocked? Why not have a quarterback back there who unfortunately is used to having a bad offensive line, and let him and his game develop as the offensive line develops? He let him be surprised out there and be like, oh snap, I got 5 seconds back here. I didn't even have to drop back 15 yards. I'm right behind my man. And I'm throwing over him. And I'm dropping dimes. Casey Concepcion coming across the middle. Isaiah Bond going deep. Boston is basically got a cornerback on his hip. Talking about throw it up, baby, throw it up. I got weapons out here. I got weapons. Quinshawn and Fanning step in to give you a couple extra seconds, but you had it out in 2. because you're not like, oh, 1, 2, run. I'm saying I've seen plenty of these quarterbacks, and then it's so crazy because everybody is so in love with these running quarterbacks. And I'm an old school football player. I'm an old school football fan. I grew up with Eli Manning and Peyton Manning and Tom Brady and Ben Roethlisberger and and all these other quarterbacks. Dante Culpepper. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with quarterbacks that stood in the paint. Maybe they might basically run a little bit just to extend the play, but they always got their eyes down the field. Their eyes are glued down the field. They on their fifth, sixth progression out there. You know what I mean? And that's the quarterback that I wanted for my team, the New York Giants. And now that's why I'm just like, they just don't want to get right. They just don't want to get right. So now the quarterback that I wanted is on the Cleveland Browns. And I am rooting for the Cleveland Browns. Plain and simple. Matter of fact, yesterday I was talking to a dude came by. Excuse me. Shout out to Kit Shepard. He grew one of the greatest HVAC and appliance repair persons in Atlanta. Kit Shepard. Shout out to him. He came by wearing a Pittsburgh Steelers hat, and I was just like, I left him alone till around the end when he basically was like about to leave, and I was just like, hey, thank you so much, man. Even though you're a Steelers fan, and he was like, hey, man, hey, he's like, I love my Steelers, and I was just like, hey, I hear you, I completely feel you. I was like, but I'm rooting for the Browns this year, and he was like, hey, man, I'm rooting for Shedeur too. Steelers fans is rooting for Shedeur. I'm telling right now, he about to get all the cheers in Chicago. He about to get all the cheers in Chicago. I don't care how many Chicago Bears fans that's out there. He gonna get cheers too. And like Gary Bush said earlier today, don't let Watson go out there and lay an egg in the first half, and then Shedeur come out and have a decent third quarter, and then he go back home. It's gonna be deafening in that place, and he lights it up in the first quarter of the second game. What? You can't deny it at all. At all. You cannot. It's going to be a done deal. Done deal, guys. Plain and simple. I'm telling you right now, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see it. Hold up. Let me see this right here. Let me show y'all this right here. Can't really see some of these right here. Deep balls. Oh, come on, Boston. You got to come down with that, baby. You got to come down with that. This is when he's airing it out. Yep. Isaiah Bond. I can't wait to see him and Isaiah Bond. Isaiah Bond is going to basically be out. My man's throwing darts out there. There's bullets. You could barely see it how fast it's coming at you. Oh, come on. Y'all got to come down with the ball. Boom. Pull it into your body. It's coming at you. Oh, right now. Denzel Boston, if you don't know, now you know. I'm telling you right now. If you ain't looking at him to try to see what kind of round you're gonna try to get him in your fantasy league, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Don't know what you're doing with your life. But anyway, I'm here looking forward to this next season. I'm sorry now. So basically, let's look at the other team. Of course, they're going to be playing against the Chicago Bears. They're going to be in Chicago. Then they're coming back week 2 to play against the Buffalo Bills that they played last year, and he actually had a chance to beat that team. But I mean, hey, we ain't going to talk about that. I mean, would you want to talk about that? I mean, is that what you want to talk about? I mean, I don't know about all that. I mean, but hey, hey, of course, starter for the Chicago Bears. This is going to be his 3rd season. He actually took the Bears to the what am I at right here? Oh, This is starting to look crazy. Here we go. Here we go. Sorry. All right. So yeah, the Bear Caleb Williams is the starting quarterback. He got them to the playoffs last year, so they're looking to make another run to the playoffs. Of course, they have DeAndre Swift, who is their top running back. I don't know how I feel about him specifically. I mean, I feel like he's a small running back, and that's cool and cute and everything. But of course, I think thank goodness they got Kamanan guy, who's a little bit more of a bruiser around the goal line. They got Roma Dunze, who is not quite living up to everything that we thought that he was going to be, and Luther Burden, who is coming in, and people are really starting to tout him, really tout his abilities. I guess, what I'm saying? He didn't do bad. He didn't do bad. He had some really good numbers at the end of the season, but I don't know if Roma Dunze is going to be able to come back. And Coastal Loveland, of course, blue chip tight end, got some good stats in over the season. I'm not top, but he's going to be a high draft pick as far as fantasy this year. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to be a pretty decent pretty decent preseason game, not a preseason game that the Browns can't win. I feel like the Browns, I mean, maybe it's just that I'm more familiar with the Browns offense, but I definitely feel like the Browns have far more weapons than the Chicago Bears. But it all comes down to also if they're going to play their guys. I've seen a good amount of these teams basically actually playing their starters. Let's go to these let's see, NFL scores. Let's go to the scores for the preseason this so far. In the game that this happened today, yeah, see, the Broncos didn't play their starter, Bo Nix. They played Stidham. But Stidham actually played pretty good, 131 yards, 1 touchdown. Cooper Rush was the dude that they put in, of course, because Tua actually did play. They actually had Tua play because I actually like Penix. I liked him coming out, but he was hurt coming out of Washington, and he never really got healthy. You know what I mean? So Tua basically is their dude who can't stay healthy either. Cooper Rush is the dude that they brought in also, and I think they drafted Jack Strand. So Cooper Rush, 2 interceptions. Yeah, that's exactly what I expected from a Kevin Stefanski team. Brian Robinson they brought over from Washington. Let's see, who else did they have? Any of their other? Well, nope, they definitely did not have B. John out there because they put him in bubble wrap. Let's see who was rushing for the Denver Broncos. Ross Coleman, none of these guys I even know. Oh, they had RJ Harvey out there. They ran him for 5 carries. Okay, I give him that. They ran for 5 carries. Some dude named Adam Penance, I don't know who that is, I ran a touchdown. Cortland Sutton, no, they actually had him out there. Cool, no doubt. Evan Ingram, that's where he's at. I forgot that he was there. Troy Franklin caught the ball. All right. Pat Bryant. All right, nobody really, of any significance. Let me see. Did they have London out there? See, nah. Kyle Pitts they threw out there. I mean, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, exactly. Some of these teams are not even going to play their dudes. I don't even know. Who knows if Chicago's going to play Caleb? They might. It's going to be a big game because Shedeur might actually touch the field. I'm trust and believe it's going to be a highly watched game. Let's see. Exactly. Well, shoot, from what I heard, Baker might actually be traded to the the Jets, which will be crazy. I think actually that will be good for the Jets because they needed a quarterback for a minute. And Geno Smith, even though you were decent, sir, you're not it. You are not the mama. Sorry. So, but I'm sure Garrett Wilson would love to have you out there, bro. Garrett Wilson would be like, finally, because you've been somehow you make $1 out of 15 cents out there, Garrett Wilson. Somehow you've been doing it, bro. Brady Cook. Who's it? Cade Klubnik. Ugh. And Bailey Zappi, that's the quarterbacks that they rolled out there. I mean, and Geno Smith is the one that they put in bubble wrap. Wow, wild work. Brees Hall, I'm sure Brees Hall would love to have a real quarterback out there. Um, I might actually draft you again if you actually had a quarterback, bro. Let me see. Rushing, Tampa Bay, receiving. Yep. Nobody of any importance. Yeah, basically. Let's see if they probably have them out next year. I mean, next game. They threw a couple of passes out to their peoples, but nothing serious. Nothing at all. So, but hey, I'm not gonna bore you guys to death going through all these different games. Basically, I mean, hey, I love looking through box scores. Even if I missed the game, it's all good. Quinn Ewers got a couple, a little bit of run. Malik Willis got a little bit of run. 2 interceptions thrown by Cam Miller, who I don't know who that is, and he doesn't matter. I don't know. Well, make it. Well, Marcus Mariota is still out there. Why not, man? You actually, held it down a little bit, but you didn't. I mean, they didn't go far, but you held it down. So that's what's up. A Chain. Oh, they actually put A Chain out there. Wow. I mean, I thought you would have put him in bubble wrap for real, for real. Ollie Gordon, Malik Willis ran for 9 yards on two carries. Malik Willis threw for 43 yards in 5 attempts. Okay. All right. The longest one was, oh, you didn't say, okay. Let's see. Yeah, pretty much they don't have who's the number 1 wide receiver with the Dolphins right now. I have it in my notes, but depth chart, Dolphins, number 1 wide receiver, Malik Washington, Jalen Tolbert, Caleb John. Yeah, I'm avoiding them like a plague, for real. I'm avoiding the Dolphins offense and fantasy. I'm avoiding it like the plague, for real. They don't got nothing for me. Nothing for me. Yeah. So yeah. Drop it in the chat. Yo, I haven't gotten one chat yet. I've seen a couple people in here, baby, but yo, hit me in the chat. Tell me who you think is gonna, if you think that they're gonna start Caleb Williams in the week 1 preseason game. Do you think they're gonna start Caleb Williams? If they don't start Caleb Williams, I think the Browns could actually pull it off. Well, we're gonna see. That's a big question mark, though. We're gonna see. So, but yeah, gonna be some good games coming up tomorrow. Some good games: Panthers, Bills, Browns, Bears, Vikings, Giants. We're gonna see who them Giants decide to start. I mean, they ain't got no choice. So I guess they got to start their boys, but let's see if the Bash brothers basically don't leave without a concussion. Ooh, Rams Chiefs. That's gonna be nasty. Ooh-wee. Will that be a preview of the Super Bowl? We have to wait. We have to wait and see. Drop in the chat. Do you think whether or not Kenneth Walker is going to actually make a big difference for the Cleveland for the Kansas City Chiefs? I mean, he's been decent, but to me, Kenneth Walker, he's good when you least expect it. But when you really, really need it, sometimes they give it to Zach Charbonnet. I'm just like, what's going on? I need him to be a 20 carry a day guy. Because Pat can't carry that ball like that. He was wilding. He was living on the edge, and that's exactly what his body told him at the end of that season. His body said, bro, you were wilding. You were wilding. I don't know who you think this body belonged to, but I am not. This is not the sunken place. You are not in Get Out. And this body does not belong to Lamar Jackson. You were wilding. Relax, bro. The Jacksonville Jaguars play the Saints. Also, the Ravens are playing the Eagles. Speaking of Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts, that's going to be a good game. Also, if I'm able to watch it, hopefully I can. And the Seahawks versus the Cowboys. These are what? Okay, the games tomorrow are going to be on off the hook. Okay, no Sunday games yet. I feel it. You ain't going to try to do too much. You ain't gonna try to do too much. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna try to watch this 1 o'clock game if I can sneak away and do it. I mean, it's the weekend. I ain't gonna be having. Thank goodness I'm finally done with my House of the Dragon reviews, so I can actually enjoy my Sunday evenings again. Not that I wasn't enjoying it, but I appreciate coming out here and enjoying the time with you guys. But hey, I'm glad that I don't got to write notes furiously for about an hour and a half and then come on for another hour and a half or another hour and talk about it. I love it. I love talking to you guys, but at the same time, it's work. It's work. I'm glad that I get a vacation from it, but hey, it's all good. But we back talking sports. I could do that all day about a plethora of topics. I'm coming back to talk to you about some golf too. Y'all messing around with me, boy. Y'all gonna mess around with me. Let me get me a Ben robot to basically follow me around while I'm playing golf out there. It's gonna be off the hook. I need to basically just bring my daughter with me just so she could be my cameraman while I'm out there. That'll be off the chain. I need to do that. I really need to figure that out. But anyway, guys, I'm so happy you came through. Please, 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 please drop a comment. I mean, I want to hear from y'all. So shout out, tell me where y'all coming from. Tell me who your favorite team is, or if you're here repping the Browns with me, the Dog Pound, and all of you out here. I thank you so much for coming through, people. Please, please, please hit me up at callmetoComey.com. Not yet. callmetoComey@gmail.com to let me know if you would like to join the Call Me Nakomi World Fantasy Football Team League, guys. It's gonna be fun. To right now, I'm a great commissioner, and I set it up so that the points are good, points are crazy, bonuses, all that kind of stuff, and you're gonna get a trophy at the end of it, guys. It's not just for fun. You're gonna definitely get a trophy at the end. Do remember Gronkowski spike that like button, guys. Gronkowski spike that like button bring it from the back all the way through. I can't do it no more. My rotator cuff, you know what I'm saying? I can't do it like I want to do it, but you know what I'm saying? Hit that like button for me, please. It helps the channel, of course, to be seen. I'm trying to grow this channel. Hey, it's got to work to do. It's got to work the system every single day. It's got to work it, plain and simple. Also, go ahead and throw up that 50-50 ball comment, guys. Listen, I love to respond to comments, so please go ahead and drop a comment. Definitely also helps the channel, but also this helps us basically to stay connected, man. I want to hear what y'all got to say. Please let me know if y'all have any questions about football, about fantasy football, about whatever, you know what I'm saying? This is definitely a sports channel also. Definitely a sports channel. I do entertainment and sports. Sports is equal love for me. I love sports, okay? Also, add and just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Just make sure, you know what I'm saying, subscribe to the home team. This is Call Me Nakomi World, baby. This is the home team right here. So go ahead and make sure you're subscribed. If you are watching this video and you're not subscribed, you are doing yourself a disservice, because I come through with content like on a weekly basis, guys, and I'm giving you great stuff. And now, especially with the fact that we're going to have basketball and football coming in, I mean, I'm going to be here with you all the time. So go ahead, hit that notification button so you know whenever I'm dropping new content. You know whenever I drop some new stuff, so you know when it's going to be dropped. Okay, guys, please go ahead and do that. I'm going to do my best to come through and give y'all a post game after it, but I got some things that I got to take care of. Of course, I got to spend some time with my family, you know what I mean, for the weekend. So I'm going to do my best. I'm definitely going to be watching, but I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk to you about it, okay? So, but take care of yourselves, guys. Take care of yourselves, please, please, please. You know where to find me on Instagram at Call Me Nakomi on Instagram. I am on Twitter at Call Me Nakomi with the number 1 on Twitter, or X, whichever one you like. Email, of course, like I said, callmetoComey@gmail.com. But hey, bang my line and hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Please, please, please. In closing, tell me, take care of yourselves, people. Please. Get into a time. It's getting hot out there. People sweating. You don't need to basically be you put yourself through a lot of stress if you're not taking care of your body at the same time. Should mean to change this to what's the name? If you're not taking care of yourselves, guys, please You doing yourself a disservice. Take care of yourself. Ease back up on the drinks. As I'm trying to do myself, ease back on the drinks. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to do that to your body no more. Plain simple. You can put that money somewhere else. Trust and believe. You can put that money somewhere else. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another also. Please go ahead and go take yourself to the doctor. Take somebody else to the doctor if they've been putting it off. You know what I mean? You never know what someone might be dealing with. Go ahead and talk to someone. Just reach out to them. Make sure they're okay, mentally and physically. Make sure they're okay. Just try to figure out what's going on with people. You know what I mean? Be a part of your community. Don't just be a hermit in your house. Reach out to your community. Reach out to your neighbors. That's the only way we're going to survive is together. Okay? Community, guys. Then do your civic duty. Get out there. Be a member of this community. Be a member of society. Serve on your juries and vote in your local elections. All right. And last but not least, I pray to you. I hope that we will always find water and shade. Peace out, people.